y'all, welcome back.
He the type to pop tags and be cocking the brim. Might breeze through the Ave, might stop at the.
So guys, today we will be doing a quick little story time because I just want you guys to know a little more about me and who I am. So let's jump right in. Actually, wait, pause. Before very spicy, it's gonna be the story of how I lost my, not how, or when I lost my virginity, the story, you know, how that happened, that sort of thing. Not gonna be giving out any names because we don't do it around here. We don't do that. So yeah, stay tuned. So guys, moment of truth. Here we go. When I lost my virginity, or wait, let me. I remember the day. I remember the day. So it was January like 14th. It was like the day or so before my anniversary. Back in like high school, middle school, you know, you're like, oh, nothing my anniversary, like, oh, happy anniversary, you know, whatever. So yeah, so it was like that. So it was like a couple days before my anniversary or whatever. So I go over to his cousin's house because that's where he's staying at the time, the guy. And you know, we're just hanging out, whatever. And he's like, so babe, let's try this. And I'm like, try what? He's like, you know what I want to try? What we've been talking about for a minute now. I'm like, what? Like, you know, I'm trying to play, you know, I'm like sexy, you know, like what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? So he takes me by my hand. He leads me to the room. And, you know, we're relaxing, you know, we're just staring at each other pretty much. And he's like touching my arm. And I'm like, oh, no, don't touch me. Oh, don't touch me. And so, you know, he's all like trickling. I'm like, don't touch me. So, you know, that's happening or whatever. And then, guys, he puts on a song. Well, no, I put on a song actually, and it's "Rain Down" by Kurt Cobain's. And you guys know, like back in like 2014, 13, he was popping. So he came out with a slow song, you know, it was like "Rain Down, Girl, Rain Down, Girl." I was like,
Rain down, girl.
So anyways, so you know, we're kissing and stuff, and so then the song is over. So then he plays a song, y'all. This song, this is gonna make me so sad. The song was "Up in It" by Wiz Khalifa. You guys, it was so cute, but it was kind of like, but you know, it was cute for the most part. So you know, he's like, "You love when I get up in it, hey," and I'm just like, "Is this happening?" So you know, I lay on my back. You know, we're still kissing, whatever. He's like, "Babe, relax." My legs are like tense. I'm like, don't touch me, like this is not happening. And so, you know, my body's all tense, and he's like, "Babe, you gotta relax." I'm like, I can't fucking relax. I can't do this. My nerves are bad. I can't do this. So then, you know, he's kissing me on my neck, whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to relax a little bit. You know, I feel my body like relaxing. I feel, you know, things happening, you know, I feel things happening. So he's like, "Babe, I want you to," and I'm like, huh? He's like, "Yeah, you gotta," you know, I'm like, I gotta do that? He's like, "Yeah, you gotta do that." I'm like, okay. So, you know, I'm thinking about the song, you know, because I'm like trying to do everything to the beat so it makes everything more sexy. And, you know, I tried. He's like, no, babe, it's not working. Because I'm obviously doing something wrong. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so we'll try it again another day. Because I'm obviously hurting him. So then I lay on my back, and then he takes off my pants and my underwear, and I'm like, you know, like I got my legs like, I'm like, don't look at me, you know. And he's like, "Babe, let me see." I'm like, no way, you're not gonna look at it. Just do it. He's like, do what thing? I'm just like, just But the thing, and I don't remember it hurting. I remember being like, whoa, foreign object is going in my body, and it's really weird. It's like, it wasn't pain, it was more so like weird. So, you know, this is happening, I'm just looking, and, you know, I'm trying to relax, you know, he's kissing on my neck, this is all happening, I'm slowly relaxing, because I'm like, okay, this is sex, okay, we gotta just relax. So, you know, we're relaxing, it's happening, yada yada. He's trying to do it to the beat. I'm getting irritated because he's not doing it to the beat, because, you know, I want it to be like, you know, I want it to make sense, you know, you gotta get your jam on, baby. Gotta get your jam on. So it's not working, so that's happening or whatever. So then it ends by somebody's knocking at the door, because his cousin is like, hey bro, I need to come in my room real quick. And so he tells me, get dressed. I'm like, okay. So, you know, I'm getting dressed or whatever. So, you know, we're opening the window, trying to fan, and, you know, whatever. So that's what's happening. And then his cousin is like, what's going on in here? We're like, nothing, we're just chilling, listening to music, vibing, you know, nothing. He's like, I'm like, what do you mean I'm lying? Like, we hear the music, like, what am I lying about? What am I lying about? He's like, T. I'm like, what? We're listening to music. Like, what's the problem? No demo. We're just up in here doing the stuff. And yeah, so my boyfriend at the time goes out in the hallway with him and is like, I can hear it, like I'm listening through the walls or whatever. So I'm like, what are they talking about? He's like, bro, I did it. I can't believe I did it. I'm so excited. This is happening. I did it. I was like, you little fucker. Out there telling them. And I just told him we're listening to music, and you just told him. Anyway, so then, you know, he comes back and he's like, what's up, babe? I'm like, don't talk to me, I'm leaving. So, because, you know, I'm irritated because it's like, it's my first time. You're going around telling everybody. That's kind of embarrassing. Like, can you not? So, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm tired. I gotta go home and do my homework, because this day I skipped school for him. So I was like, I gotta go home. I gotta do my homework. So I'll just call you later or whatever. Because I'm irritated, because I'm like, you know, that's our private moment. You're gloating about it. That's really annoying. So I ended up going home, and then he texted me. He's like, babe, are you mad at me? I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like, you just gloated to your cousin that we just had our private moment. And so that's the story of my first time, and I'll never forget it. I kind of wish I would have waited a little longer, but things happened, because me and the guy, we did not end up being together. In fact, he ended up cheating on me with somebody else, 2 children at that. And yeah, so that's what happened. That was my first time. I waited. I don't regret it, but at the same time I kind of do. But yeah, that was the story of my first time. Yeah, very awkward. So yeah, but thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment for new video ideas. Comment letting me know how I did. Once again, I am nervous. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be a good time. Thank you again, guys.
He the type to pop tags and be cocking the brim. Might breeze through the Ave, might stop at the